All right, folks, back again with a demo of the Brita pitcher here, and I can tell you already I'm really liking what I'm seeing, and just the impressive developments that Brita has made on this. And you may not think it's a big deal, but having owned previous pitcher units and other Brita units, they've made some great improvements on this. So first, as I mentioned in the unboxing video, what you want to do is you want to clean this thing. Don't use any abrasive cleaners. Don't put it in the dishwasher. Just take it apart and then just use some soft dishwashing soap and just clean it out really well. Some people, and I'll show you this really quickly. When you take off the lid, and I show you this. There has been some complaints from people on Amazon that this white thing does not come out real easily, and they do make it so it's fairly secure. And so the secret to getting that out is the reason why you would get it out is to clean it. So just run some warm water on it. You're going to be doing that already, cleaning it. Get some dish soap in here in between. It's going to cause it to be a lubricant, and just kind of maneuver it and turn it upside down. Of course, you've got gravity working here, and then once it's upside down and you've got that soap in there, that thing's just going to fall right out. So that's how that works. And so let me just show you really quickly. One of the things you've got to also do, as I won't put the lid on completely because I got to put the filter in it. You noticed I don't have the filter in yet, and that's the real magic of the Brita. So this is a standard filter. They make a standard filter, and they make like a long-lasting filter. The long-lasting ones are blue in color. That's how you're going to be able to tell the difference. And to get this thing activated, or to get this thing going, don't put it in as is. First thing you got to do is just run water on it for 15 seconds. So that's what we're gonna do. Doesn't have to necessarily, don't make it hot and don't make it excessively cold. Just get, just general temperature water. And I'm talking to you while I'm doing this, but we're just going to run water on this thing for 15 seconds. Get it in there. That's where the water, and I can feel it coming out the bottom. And it's weird, but it's cold. So, some chemical reactions happening there, but it is making the water that's coming through this filter, because at the top here it's warm, but as it's coming through the bottom, I've got my fingers underneath it, it's cold, which is a little strange. But that lets you know that it is actually going through that, and that's been about 15 seconds, close enough. And again, to win over this in the unboxing video, if you haven't watched the unboxing video, it's okay. I'm going to show it to everyone here again. But in order to make sure that this filter goes into this Brita pitcher the right way, there's a long line that's along the back part of this. And you just find the long line that's on the filter, line it up, and pop it in, and it fits in there nice and securely. So now you're ready to put some water in this thing. And then I'm going to show you something really, really cool. And that is the lid. This was the best part, I thought. So it used to be that you would just, at this point, put water in the unit. But you never have to take off the lid now to put water in the unit. I can put this lid on right now without any water, because it now has this circle you see here that opens up that you can use to put water in there. And this thing is a sensor that will sense when you need to change your filter. So in the case of a standard filter, it's going to last you 40 gallons of water. So however long it takes you to do 40 gallons of water, this sensor is going to say, hey, time to change. If you have one of those long-lasting ones, it's 3 times as much. So 120 gallons is what the long-last ones will. So do the math for yourself. How much water you think you're going to be able to use in order for you to determine what that is. And so now it just fits securely onto the top of the unit. And basically, I am going to fill this up. And you can see it's taking a little while, right? It's not it's starting to pool up, and that means it's going to go through the filter. So you don't just, you know, set it and forget it. You might want to fill it up to this point and maybe close it or whatever, but you don't want to overfill it, okay? And so when I close it here, this is when you do the setting. You're going to basically, I'm going to try to get it to where you can see it and get it up close, but you basically hold this for a few seconds. Okay, everything's going to flash, and now we're at the standard filter, and you saw that the standard filter flashed. So now it's going to measure for a standard filter. It's different. You would hold it down longer in order for it to get to the long last filter, and at any point in time you can always hit this to get to get the status of where you're at in terms of whether or not you want to replace the filter. So there you go. I hope that helps when you are going to purchase and set up your Brita water filter, and enjoy.